Associate dentist needed in Indiana because the awesome Dr. Charles is ready to hang up the handpiece and do some other things after dentisting, which he deserves. Dr. Charles, you told me you've been a dentist for 33 years. We thank you. That is thousands of crowns, thousands of times patients may have said. Just want to let you know, Dr. Charles, I hate the dentist. When people say that to me, I say, you don't have to say that out loud in the operatory, but you've put in a lot of great time helping people chew and smile with confidence, but you're ready to be replaced. Is that accurate?
That's correct. And everybody can be replaced.
Yes. So you're ready to pass the torch, the circle of dentisting life. We're here with Trish. Trish, tell us your role with the practice.
So I am the Director of Operations for Dr. McCarroll's practice. I cover Indiana and Michigan and Missouri.
Awesome. So we are here at Dentist Job Connect, bonding dentists together to share in the joy of full contact arts and crafts on people. That's basically what we do, Dr. Charles. So let's start with this. Where is this position for an associate dentist?
It's in Northwest Indiana, and it's in St. John, which is part of Chicagoland for the most part. It kind of comes around the lake like this, and Chicagoland carries into Northwest Indiana, which is kind of like a bedroom suburbs of Chicago.
Nice.
So lots of interesting people, wonderful people out here, and there's been a big flux of Illinois people coming over and moving to Northwest Indiana. So it's been super busy and meeting lots of new and different people. So
awesome. I love that description. Now, popular thing, what's your why? So why is this practice looking for an associate? I know I alluded to it before, but just to kind of reinforce, I tell my wife, I don't repeat myself, I just reinforce good ideas. So just to reinforce, why are you guys looking for an associate?
just looking for somebody to carry the torch. I mean, I know it sounds cliche, but it's your life's work, and you're trying to find somebody that will have the same enthusiasm and appreciate the same things about it that I've appreciated over these years. And obviously my goal is to help in any way I can with the transition so it can be meaningful and everybody's taken care of, including my staff, which will remain. And I'm really concerned about them, and I want them to have the best candidate possible.
I love that. So you need a good leader to continue doing all the things you do. Now, what procedures, when you're getting replaced, what procedures will this dentist be doing most of the time? Is it restorative dentistry, root canals? What's the most common procedures done in your practice?
Since it's not an associateship, they can do whatever they're comfortable with. That's the most important thing. There's not going to be any pressure to do this or that if you're not at that level yet. The most important thing is you're comfortable with what you're doing. You can do bread and butter. If you placed implants, there are implants to be placed and restored. Nice. Dentures. So I guess the most important thing to mention is that what you're comfortable with and what you like to do, because obviously that's going to shine for that person.
I love that, George. Now, you graduated from dental school 33 years ago. I graduated 20 years ago. I don't know if you've noticed, but dental school has gotten a little bit more expensive than when we went to dental school, right? My dental school was $200,000 for 4 years, and it is now $600,000. So I think it is really important that we are just graceful and honest with the newest generation of dentists in supporting them in making money to eat food, right? Making money to live in a house. So compensation wise, share with the audience that are watching in, how would a dentist be compensated? Trish, if you want to take that, that's fine. Or you, Dr. McCarroll, what type of compensation range?
So, I mean, really sky's the limit with this position because it is a collection-based opportunity. Just to kind of get an idea, the practice did do just over $1 million last year and in recent years. So, it's really going to be whatever the new doctor makes of it.
And are they paid on like a percentage of their collections?
It is. It's 35% collections minus half labs.
And I like to strive to teach while I do these things too. And you get, $1 million practice, the dentist could be doing $700,000. 35% of that is well over $200,000 a year. So it's a really awesome opportunity. I will share when you are replacing the owner dentist like the awesome Dr. Charles with a full schedule, you are taking over a real schedule of need, right? A real schedule of patients who need dental care. So I liked it. So.
And Dr. Goodman, the team is a really and fantastic veteran team, and their collections are always in the higher 90 percentile.
Great.
So I think that's a huge plus. This really is a golden opportunity practice.
That's the only sad thing is I'll be leaving them, but they know exactly what they're doing. I rarely have to be the boss because everybody knows what to do. It gets done on time. Everybody's checking what we've done the day before, what we're doing the day of, what we're doing the coming day. So
Nice.
there's no snafus, and everything is looked after extremely well. So I guess I'm bragging a little bit on the people and the staff here, because it would be a nice, smooth, because everybody helps everybody.
I love
You know,
that.
and
Talking
Yeah.
about your team in a positive way is awesome. We should always say celebrate our sense of accomplishments, our SOAs. We should do that more. When you work in a dental practice, it can be emotionally exhausting at times to deal with people who don't want to be there. So anything good that comes out of it, I applaud you for bragging about your team, Dr. Charles. So we talked about, where is this job? St. John, Indiana, kind of a bedroom community of Chicago. Why do they need an associate replacing a full-time practice owner? What procedures will they be doing? They'll be doing the general restorative dentistry with the opportunity to do more. Am I on the right track?
That's
Trish
perfect.
and Charles, good. We talked about the compensation structures. There is a awesome opportunity to earn $200,000 plus a year. But this is what I say at the end. Dentists are people too. We are people too, believe it or not. So what fun things, let's say outside the operatory, Dr. Charles, and you could speak to this. A dentist says, you know what, I'm going to move for this job. I'm ready for this type of leadership position, but I have a life outside of the operatory. So what are some fun things to do, whether it's on the weekends or at night, if you live near the practice or commuting distance? What would you recommend someone do for fun?
Well, there's lots of things to do. I mean, I'm a motorcycle enthusiast, so I take motorcycle trips from here. You can go across into Illinois, and there's Starved Rock. There's a lot of beautiful parks around here. There's a national park, the Indiana Dunes National Park, that's right on the lakeshore. City of Chicago is 45 minutes away, if less than that, possibly. So if you like city life, there's plenty of things to do down there, obviously. Concert venues everywhere, at least 5 of them to choose
Yeah.
from in this town. And she just moved from Illinois to Indiana
did.
because she
Cool.
likes it so much. And I live in a community of Crown Point, and there's just such good people there, and there's so many things to do as far as dining out and whatever kind that you can think of. You know, like every place, there's craft breweries, there's
Nice.
wineries, a little bit of everything. So it's
Love
not
that
like
explanation.
you
It sounds-
move in and you're gonna, what did I do coming here? You know, there's nothing
Yeah.
to do. It's not that way. It's what you make of it. It
I like
truly
it.
is.
Food, fun, and go ahead, Trish.
Sorry, Dr. Goodman, you really go one way, you can hit Lake Michigan, and then you can go north to Chicago, hit Lake Michigan on another spot. So there's lots of great areas that you
Notre
can
Dame
do.
football game an hour away. You know, if
Yes.
you like Notre Dame or you like college football, there's all kinds of great.
And tons of good food. There's lots
Also,
of
I always think that the 3 F's important to me: food, fun, and friends, right? Food, fun, and friends. So people who are watching in, you can reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com to find about this position. You can text St. John, my team's putting this in the chat, to 215-798-9897. I am a practice owner with associates myself. Associates unlock the awesomeness to what you do. This position is even better than this because they need someone to replace your awesomeness, Dr. Charles. And I want to share as we wrap up, I don't always get to do interviews at these stages of people's dental career. My dad was a dentist who I practiced with for 11 years. He was a dentist for 40 years, sadly passed away a few years ago, but he worked for 40 years. And what you have done over your career, you deserve a true round of applause, a true guac,
Thank you.
dude, because
Thank you.
all the people that we see, we help them chew, we help them smile, we help them feel better about themselves. No one really knows what it's like to be a dentist except dentists. One of my catchphrases for what I do is no one really likes going to the dentist, so we may as well like each other. So I really appreciate what you've done for our dental world, for patients, and we hope to find you an awesome replacement for you. I always give you guys a chance. Is there anything that I missed or anything else you wanted to share about this position before we wrap up?
I don't think so. You?
I think Dr. McCarroll's just being a little bit modest. I just wanted to mention that he does have a really wonderful reputation in the community. It's a really nice, thriving community. There's lots of construction nearby, great schools. So he's going to be, it's big shoes to fill, but we're really looking forward to finding that next perfect person for the practice.
And it's like anything in life, it's what you make of it. So if you
Love
come in with a positive attitude and you want sky's the limit, basically, in this place, if that's what you want.
Love that attitude. And we said that people can reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com. But Trish, you're part of a group. If someone wanted to reach out to you for an opportunity with your group, what would be the best way for them to reach out to you directly?
So the best way would really be to reach our lead recruiter, Rachel. So it's R Rogers, ROGERS, at brightdirectiondental.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being on with me. Stick around. Dental Nachos crew. You want to check out this position through dentistjobconnect.com. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Dr.
Thank you.
Goodman.